Good evening. My name is Dr. Charles Sinkala, President of People's Convention Independence Party, and as well as President of. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Can you hear me? Please unmute your mic.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, yes, I can hear you all.
Hello. Uh, Good evening.
Good
Hello.
evening. How are
It's nice
you?
to be on this platform.
Thank you very much. We stream in live
Wow.
on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you.
can we start with Yusuf? Can you introduce yourself quickly?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Yusuf Kudus Indamola from Nigeria. I'm a member of Global Sustainable Youth Forum and a development practitioner with 3 years of experience.
Thank you very much. We've got also our guest speaker. We've got Blessing. Are you also from Nigeria? May you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, good evening, sir. Thank you, sir. My name is Edet Blessing. I'm from Nigeria, an accountant by profession.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We were expecting Mr. Raymond as well. Do we have him um, nearby, or he's gonna join us later? I see we've got Desmond as well. Desmond, how are you doing? Okay, thank you. Maybe let's start with Blessing. I would like to hear what is happening on the ground, but before I could say that, I'd like to introduce myself as well as Dr. Charles Sinkala. I'm the president of Africa 55 States. You know, we are an organization in line with the AU, you know, to make sure that we do something for our continent in terms of governance and peace and security. I'd like to start with Edet Blessing. Can you tell me more or less of what is happening in Nigeria right now regarding the police brutality?
Okay, thank you, sir. Currently, Nigerians, I would say we are experiencing at least some form of revolution. Let me call it that way. Because for the past few years now, Nigeria has been on a different kind of brutality from the police, from the SARS. So currently, the Nigeria youth are they are just trying to at least make the government know that yes, they still have voice in the country. So yesterday I was in Lekki yesterday, part of the youth to I just did 1 or 2 campaign on how to end SARS. The turn up was quite impressive, and the crowd there even slept over till this morning. So I came back home, I dressed up. Then we are still on it till tomorrow again. We start again another location in Nigeria here.
So, Edet, what is the revolution all about? What is the young people trying to demonstrate? What is their prayers? You know, what do they want to do in Nigeria?
Firstly, the police in Nigeria, they harass youth. But once they see that you are well dressed, you are riding a car, holding an iPhone, they will assume you are a Yahoo person or this 419 person. And when you are a young person, they'll just think, at this age, you're not meant to drive car or big phone or something. And they'll just come and search your phone, search your laptop, even despite you giving them a concrete evidence that you are a worker or you are this, you are that. They will still like to demand money from you. Even when they demand money, they will still beat the person or they might even shoot the person. So that's what the youth are trying to, as the government to know that yes, they should just stop it, that the harassment is getting too much. After we have freedom of movement, and you can speak up. That's what we are trying to do here in Nigeria.
So basically, it's a police harassment, with the citizens, not only the youths, but the rest of the citizen. I thought the idea was a political revolution in terms of
Yes,
corruption. Here is Nigeria is not an angel in the continent because of the corruption which is embedded in the institution of the government. Okay, hold your thought there. Let me bring in Brother Yusuf. Yusuf, I see you're nodding on your head there. What is exactly happening in Nigeria, and how can the youths there take up this precedence and say no to police brutality, and put Nigeria on a productive space?
Oh, thank you very much. Over the past 1 week, Nigerian youth have been on the streets demanding for an end to police brutality, and then the notorious SARS, a section in the Nigerian police force. For several years now, a lot of Nigerian youth have lost their lives to the unprofessional action of Nigerian police force, killing, unnecessary extortion, due to the fact that they believe most Nigerian youths now are not engaged in a productive work. So when they see you drive cars, have flashy phones or leave flashy that you engage in corrupt practices and other fraudulent acts. Unfortunately, there are a lot of Nigerian youth that are doing beautifully well in other endeavors and they are living good life. So for the past 1 week, Nigerian youth have been on the streets in Lagos, in Abuja, in Ibadan, demanding for the government to ensure proper reformation of the Nigerian police force. However, this is like a foundation for a demand for a better governance in health, education, and other sector of the economy. Because the agitation has gone beyond end SARS now. It has also gone beyond. It has gone to the level of end bad governance in Nigeria. So currently,
So
the
indeed,
demands
to
are,
a large extent, it's a
yes, the
poor
largest
governance
is
and
that.
dysfunction of government.
Exactly. Because the rot you find in the Nigerian police force is also you can evident in other institutions of the Nigerian system. So the Nigerian youth see this as an opportunity to demand for good governance across all sectors of the Nigerian system.
Yes, indeed, that is the story, and I think I can imagine, like any other African country on the continent, the demand for the youths to participate in a productive opportunities of the continent has been very slim, and I think we need, I think, President Buhari to, to put up his foot down there in Nigeria, to make sure that the youths are protected and they are not harassed by the government institutions like the police, because the police's idea and main focus should be protecting the peace and security of the citizens. But if we find that the same police who have been enacted in the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria are the ones who are actually brutalizing the citizens, we find it very strange and odd that this should be stopped. And I think the
Yes.
engagement of the government of the federal government of Nigeria has supposed to do something, because this is not only the revolution regarding the police brutality, but the entire peace and security of Nigeria has been put on test, because we have in the Boko Harams there. Tell me about the peace and security in terms of the Boko Harams, who's been in the country, kidnapping young men and kids, to involve themselves into those extremists.
Yeah, thank you very much. Generally, the issue of insecurity in Nigeria cut across every regions of the country, from the north to the south to the east. In the north, you talk of Fulani herdsmen, you talk of Boko Haram banditry. In the south here, you talk of kidnapping, Fulani herdsmen crisis, farmer herders crisis. Same thing in the east over there. Unfortunately, this government, with its promise to put an end to Boko Haram crisis, despite its efforts at providing some solution in this aspect, recent happenings in the northeast shows that Boko Haram is still much existent in our country here. However,
Yeah,
the government is doing however, the government is doing everything possible to put an end to the crisis. Unfortunately, the Boko Haram has become an hydra head being. As you try to cut it from one angle, it erases in another place.
okay, let me bring in Edit. Edit, I see you're getting ready to, I want to hear your perspective. Maybe you can uh, answer to the same questions which I've put. What is the state of the Nigeria's peace and security, especially in the opportunities of the youths in Nigeria? Edith, I think you need to unmute yourself. I see you're on mute.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
Please, okay. The question, sir.
Yes, I'm saying, Edith, that what is the status now in terms of peace and security in the country? As we see now, the police brutality now is getting to an alarming situation in terms of the youths and the opportunities within the ground of Nigeria. There, what are the opportunities? What do the youths engaging in at this stage?
Currently, some organization that I know, 2 or 3 organizations, they are partnering with the youth. Like for instance, yesterday, Utiva, they made provision for the youth in terms of feeding, morning, afternoon, night. And some company are coming out to at least maybe after their work around 4 p.m. when they close from work, they will ask their staff to come and at least protest also. So the is encouraging the youth. The turn up is encouraging, and we are progressing. Very soon,
But
things will sort
Edith,
itself out.
what are they protesting about? What are they protesting about apart from the police brutality? Are the youths having a fair deal in the governance of Nigeria? Do they have employment? Are they having an opportunity to go for education? You know, Nigeria is the biggest economy I'm aware of in the continent, the largest oil producer in the continent, if it is not in the entire western region. Can you just tell me about the opportunities and what are the youths doing now?
Okay, currently, one, we are protecting about our lives and property. Two, quality education. Three, employment rates. Currently in Nigeria, yeah, we are battling of after you finish your university, people in Nigeria don't easily get job except if you know somebody and somebody knows somebody in Nigeria. Also, that protest also involve employment also in Nigeria too. So it's part of the protest.
Oh, I see. So tell me, what organization are you involved in yourself in terms of trying to mitigate the challenges that the youths are facing within the Nigerian perspective? Do you belong to the government, any other political party, or are you, what part of participation are you participating in the governance of Federal Republic of Nigeria?
Currently, I advocate for SDG goal in Nigeria here. I've been volunteering for the past 7 years about community development, how to train youth after school. They should go and learn skill. Although let me say I'm partly part of all this APC party, but I do things based on community development where I will go to secondary school. I will teach youth about coding. Then I organize some seminars during after school hours for youth. So that's what I mainly do, volunteer. That's my own part of
So indeed,
development.
as yourself, you did rightly put it that you're participating at least to do something to educate the population and the youth to get them engaged into some certain activities. But let me come to you, Yusuf. You know, I need to understand properly as well. What is the plan for Nigerians for the youth?
Well, this current administration came on the rode on the back of the youth to get into power, with the hope that youth will have more representation in every level of, at level of governance. However, the current reality is not the expectation of Nigerian youth. To some extent, you can still see the youth participation in in governance in Nigeria. We should be placing that at let's say 10% out of 90%, which doesn't represent the fact that the majority of Nigerian population are youth, which is the most
But
active.
put it me through. You have taken a space, and by understanding that our governance in the African continent and the whole world is governed by the political system, and this political system, it's a democracy. Are you involving yourselves to take up roles into the governance of the country, either within the opposition political parties or yeah, in the APC, the governing political party in Nigeria? How are you positioning yourself as youths, or you are waiting to be called to participate in the politics of
Well,
Nigeria?
as a youth, I'm an active citizen. I vote during election, and then I participate actively in demand for responsive governance. For now, I'm non-partisan. I do not belong to any political party, but I strive to ensure that there is development across different sectors of Nigeria by actively participating and also leading different community movement.
Indeed, Yusuf, it is very well to be a good citizen, to participate in one way or the other. You cannot be actively involved in the politics, but at least you can participate either in an NGO or educating people through the communities. But Edith, let me bring you in this perspective. As a lady or as a girl child in Nigeria, tell me, how has it been easy for you or difficult for you to participate as a woman within either governance of the political sphere or NGO, or where you're doing in the education system?
Okay, thank you, sir. I would say as at last month, I interned with Lagos Food Bank, one of the biggest NGO in Nigeria currently. So mainly we like I was in program departments where every weekend we go to schools. We go to schools maybe the evening when they're holding tutorial teaching for children. We provide food for them. As at the past 3 months, that's what we have been doing. So there are some instances that in a particular class, it's only girls we see throughout the class. Then we talk to them about um how to take care of themselves, about the community, how they can be useful to the community. So we lecture them on different aspects of Nigeria economy. So from there, other people will take up other responsibilities. But mainly I work with both boys and girls, old and young people in the community.
But tell me also, Yusuf, if I continue very quickly here as we wrap up our program. Tell me the tenure of President Muhammadu Buhari, as compared to President Jonathan Goodluck, who he succeeded. What changes as a youth you have seen in Nigeria, and what is lacking in Nigeria that you need to be developed, and the reforms, not only the police brutality, but I think the youth has to be kept in certain productivity, for them to participate in the economy of Nigeria. What differences have you seen, past the few years? And I think, leading from President Jonathan Goodluck.
Well, thank you very much. From the inception of this administration, to some extent, we have been able to see a level of development in terms of infrastructure. Talk of road and railway system. For like 20 years, the Nigerian railway system was in the dead mode. But in the past 5 years, this administration has done very well in bringing up the railway system. However, the economy is nothing to write home about. Unfortunately, the Nigerian naira compared to the dollar currently is nothing to write home about. There is a hike in food prices in the market. A lot of Nigerian youth have lost their jobs. Why? the universities and other higher institutions are chunking out graduates who are difficult to be as accommodated into the economic system. So while the country is just trying hard in infrastructure, other areas of economy is lacking. So this current administration needs to do well effectively in revitalizing the Nigerian economy. We all know that the global oil market has dropped, and the oil is Nigerian major source of revenue. However, the government needs to look inward and diversify the economy so that we rely less on oil and then tap other resources from other sector of the economy, so that this will help fix other areas where they're having lapses. But in terms of infrastructure, roads, railway, and others, this administration is trying. It's trying in that aspect.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. In conclusion, Edith, what do you need? I think maybe let me come in and tell you who Africa 55 States is. You know, Africa 55 States is a bridge between the government and the citizen of Africa. Although you might be in Nigeria there, but also we do represent those people in diaspora. So we do take up the notes of what you are complaining about or what you need to be changed into the governance of the Nigerian people, and you take it to the government. So, what you need as us as an organization, as Africa 55 States, who's representing your plight as young people, you know, what you need them to do for you to be given an opportunity so that you can participate productively from the economy.
Okay, thank you, sir. Well, I think what the government, what we the youth need, one, we need to be heard. We need our voice need to be heard, because there's no how I've not seen any youth of recent that can go maybe to the state house or to the president and say, sir, please, oh, we need this. We don't have anybody that represents the youth. Even if we have them that maybe once you give them something, maybe like we do meeting for instance, like okay, we want government to do this one, we just give them our own what we want. We give it to the next person to go and present it. When they get there, they will just change the topic of discussion because they have given them money to short one or two things. Then we need one employment. That's what we really need, because now we have like me now. I acquire like 2 or 3 skills. I am an accountant, data scientist. I'm also an hairdresser, of which I learned it during this COVID period. Through the help of this COVID, at least I learned 2 or 3 skills on my own. So actually, the government they need youth that we want to speak up. Let them hear to our voice, listen to us. That yes, the suffering is getting out of hand. The suffering now, there is no job, nothing, no food. Everything is just high. The food price is high on the increase, and there's no enough this thing for us to at least speak out.
Yes, Yusuf, you wanted also to make your request there of the challenges we have in Nigeria that we can address.
Yeah, currently the government needs to address the issue of security and also fix the economy. Nigerians are finding it difficult to live and sustain their life because food prices are high and the source of income have reduced. So the government need to find a way that to make life easy for the people by ensuring that they diversify the economy so that other sectors can be developed and people can tap from the opportunities that exist therein.
Yeah, thank you very much, Yusuf, and thank you very much to Edit. What I can submit to you as my brothers and sisters, those who are listening to us on this program that we hosted our brothers and sisters from Nigeria, having complained to us regarding the brutality by the police and the state of not participating or having them included in the participation of the governance of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You know, I think what the youth needs to do now in Nigeria is to identify that you know they are citizens of Nigeria, which is not questionable, and none of us will question that. And once we understand that these are Nigerian citizens, but the participation of the governance of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, how well are they managing the youths? You know, the youths, they make up about more than 70 to 80% of the population of Nigeria. But if you look at the productivity line for those who are economics, who can understand the value of a citizen, especially the youths that you can be invested in to be put into the meaningful employment, or they can be trained to be entrepreneurs. Let me give you a perspective of how United States of America views about their citizens, including European countries, Paris or Switzerland or even United Kingdom. You know, each and every citizen of a country is valued at a certain amount, because once the government invests into you as a youth, as you grow up, you become an engineer, and once you become an engineer, you have a gainful employment. And when you get a gainful employment, you'll be paying tax to the government. And if you talk about tax, for instance, you're paying $10 to the government, and 1 million people have been given an opportunity to work in a formal sector as youths, you know, as they stay longer in productivity between the ages of 18 years old up to 45, even sometimes 50. In Nigeria, there you've got the 54, 56, up to 60 years retirement age. This person is an employee and is paying pay as you earn to the government. This is the money the government uses to do infrastructure, the hospitals, the schools, and also to invest in the new generations who are coming to the country. But not only grooming Nigerian youth to be employees, you know, also the Nigerian young ones, they are very energetic. They can be educated in terms of being an entrepreneur, because we are born, all of us, we are born by default as an entrepreneur. Many of you who are listening to me now, that you must have sold a product, it could be a sweet cigarette or any other product within your communities. You must have seen also maybe your relatives or your father or your uncle or your neighbor, they must have sold any each and every product. That's entrepreneurship. So how can we teach both sides? We teach people to be educated, to be employees, to be employed, to be in gainful employment, and not only temporary employment, because temporary employment is not sustainable. You know, we hear many politicians talking about temporary employment in agriculture, in construction, but the moment that the agriculture or construction project finishes, then our young men and women, they leave employment. We are talking about permanent employment, where somebody is guaranteed of employment of a lifetime, 20 to 30 years, 40 years of a lifetime, that this person can look after his or her family. As well, when we talk about entrepreneurship, which has to be given an opportunity to young men and women there in Nigeria, you know, it is to teach them how to do business, not only on the domestic state, but on the commercial side of business, where the Nigerians have been given the first opportunity, you know, rather than the Chinese or any other visitor who's coming to Nigeria, so that they participate in the economy as owners of business and as owners of enterprises that can be feed into the economy. So, brothers and sisters, on our program as Africa 55 States, please follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, and as well as on Instagram. You can Google my name, Dr. Charles Sinkala. These are the issues that you have to present to us, as we are a bridge between government and the source, so that you present to the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that you have these people who are looking for employment. They are very energetic to participate. Please do not brutalize them. Your job as the federal government, we appeal to the Nigerian government through the President Muhammad Buhari, that please may consider that we have done so much harm to the Nigerian people who are supposed to be productive in the governance of the Nigerian governance. You know, we also appeal that these Boko Harams there, they must be eliminated, so that we've got the rule of law in the Nigerian Republic, so that people can have peace and security. In the conclusion here, Yusuf, your last words in less than a minute, and as well edit We'll give you less than a minute there just to conclude, regarding the program that we have presented to you today. And I think this is not the last time that we shall engage on the ground with you. Yusuf, you've got a minute.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on this program. I believe our deliberation here will go a long way to effect change in our country and Africa at large. Thank you very much once again, Dr. Charles Sinkala, and then I'm glad to be on this platform.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Edit.
Okay, thank you very much for this great opportunity. I believe with the little television we have done this evening, at least the government will hear about our cry and listen to us and provide solution. But that's what we need. We just need solution to everything. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Indeed, in my conclusion, I assure the people of Nigeria, whether you are a youth or you are the older or you whatever, Africa 55 States is an organization not only as a Pan-Africanist to talk about what is the challenges on the African continent, but it presents the promise to us able to engage the government, whichever the state, even those who are Nigerians in diaspora, who are here in South Africa, who are in the United Kingdom, who are in the United States of America, please contact us. Follow our hashtag Twitters, Africa Exit, Africa 55 States, and the search us on Facebook page, www.africa55states.com, and you shall find us. And me, as the president of presiding over the organization of political parties within the African region and outside, you can Google my name is Dr. Charles Sinkala .com or .org. You can find my Twitter handle. And thank you very much to everybody. And good evening.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.